Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and today's review will be on the movie here next to me. We have High School High with John Lovitz and Tia Carrere. This is, I believe, a second time watch for me. A little quick summary is John Lovitz is a teacher for a pretty exclusive school, and he ends up transferring to a more school in the hood, and his family and friends are baffled that he's doing it, but he ends up going and not really knowing what he's getting into until he arrives. But he still stays the course and tries to help the kids. So the thing I got to bring up about this is a David Zucker writing film. So David Zucker did stuff such as Top Secret. He did the Naked Gun movies and Airplane. So if you're into that kind of comedy, which I love the Naked Gun films, Airplane, yeah, it's pretty good. I've never seen Top Secret. That is one that I would like to see. But so, yes, like I was saying, David Zucker, he's kind of got that so stupid you gotta laugh kind of comedy, but it's not, you're just kind of laughing because of the stupidity, but it still makes you laugh either way. That's the movie that this is. And this is apparently like a parody to, what is it, Dangerous Minds or whatever, the Michelle Pfeiffer school movie. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's obviously a bit of different movies because I'm pretty sure at one point I saw something that was from another movie that I do know. But Tia Carrere, smoking hot. I've always thought Tia Carrere was very pretty, and in this, she still is. There's some funny moments in this scattered around. I think my funniest part of this movie is when Like a Rhinestone Cowboy starts playing in the whole crowd, and then the DJ puts it on the turntable and he starts doing the scratching on it or whatever, and John Lovitz comes running over, and his eyes, all you see is like this part, and his eyes are just. And the part for me that was funny about that, besides that part, was it was like covered like this, and it reminded me of Wilson from Home Improvement, how it like, it won't show the bottom half of his face. That was the whole same thing there. So that was my favorite part. I mean, there was a few other parts in it that were funny, but overall, if I'm being honest, I feel like without Leslie Nielsen, David Zucker's comedy, he needs the right person in there to deliver it, and it wasn't delivered correctly. Leslie Nielsen knew how to deliver it. All the Naked Gun movies, I'm not just saying Leslie Nielsen was the only one, but that definitely was delivered a lot better. And those movies to me are freaking hilarious. But this was not as well done. The cast wasn't bad. I know there's more than just the two of them. Like, I know some of the other people, it's just they're not really well known. But overall, yeah, this movie's, if you like stupid and if you like somewhat funny, I mean, if you like David Zucker, I'd give it a opportunity. But I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be as good as Naked Gun or even Airplane. So watch with caution. That's all for that, I gotta say. Director in this, we have Hart Bochner, who also did PCU. That's the like college, the prep college with what is his name? The main guy from Entourage. I don't know why I can't think of his name, but anyways, I think David Spade's also in it. It's one I've actually wanted to watch. So other than this this is the only movie I've ever seen by this director. IMDb gave this a 5.5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 19%. Dog Bones gave it a 2.5 out of 4. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I'm going to get rid of it after this. I mean, like I said, there's a few funny parts, but it's not worth even keeping the movie because I'm not going to be like, oh, let me watch High School High again. Box office at 21.3 million. Well, reasons I'd tell you to watch it. I don't have any reason to really tell you to watch it. Box office at 21.3 million on a budget I was unable to find, but I'm guessing the budget was probably like 8 to 10 million. So I feel like it made money, but I mean, don't hold me to that because I couldn't find the budget. My interesting facts on this was one, Trey Parker, the guy who did, South Park with Matt Stone and the other America, Team America. There we go. He turned down being director of this. Do I feel like him being director would have made it better? Possibly, but does David Zucker sign on with Trey Parker? I don't know how that would have worked out. I don't know if they'd been like, oh yeah, David Zucker sticking. I mean, maybe it would have. It would have been interesting. The movie didn't do terrible, but it couldn't have hurt to possibly have a new director in there to see how things would have went if Trey Parker was actually had accepted. And John Lovitz, this is his first lead in a feature film movie. Not bad. I've always been a fan of John Lovitz. Like, he's been in a lot of stuff I've seen. Trapped in Paradise, City Slickers 2. Just all the stuff I've seen him in. I've always been a fan of John Lovitz. I've always been a fan of the guys that came out around that time. John Lovitz, Dana Carvey, I'm trying to think. John Candy, just the people that were around during that time. Yeah. What's the other one? The dude that was in freaking with John Lovitz and Daniel Stern, Billy Crystal. Yeah. So I mean, I would say that's kind of part of the reason I gave this movie a shot, is because I've always been a fan of John Lovitz, and then you look at the cover and it's kind of like, oh, this looks kind of wacky. And Tia Carrere is on the cover too, and I mean, like I said, she's a very beautiful woman, so what the hell? But no. If you have to stay away from it. Up next, for my next review, I have a whole new set. So I watched all three and didn't pick any new ones, so my new ones are all new. So we have Most Wanted, we have The Great Mouse Detective, and we also have The Last Castle. So I'm not sure which one it'll be, but it'll be one of those three. Maybe it'll be the fourth one. I got my new Christmas movie that I haven't watched yet, so it could be this as well. Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee. So it'll be one of those three, or possibly the Christmas one that I just recently got. We'll see what happens. That's all for today. You guys have a good day. Like and subscribe. Check out my Letterboxd. Check out my eBay. So what I'm going to do for my eBay sale is $50 purchase. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it $40 purchase or more, free shipping. And I do combine shipping. So if you're on here and actually check out my eBay and you're wondering about that, I combine shipping. So it will be free shipping for a $40 purchase or more. That'll be I'll figure out a date that I want to end it, but we're going to go ahead and start that right now. You guys have a good day. See you next time.
Right. Come. She just saw this kid. Check it. Yo.
Mama just killed a man.